Yes, good evening, friends. Welcome to the second episode of Indian Law Simplified. Today, we will discuss a topic which is again affecting the business community at large. The question is whether to go for a civil suit when there is a dispute or to go for an arbitration. Business community is very well aware about the arbitration and its procedure because it is now widely accepted. But why to go for arbitration again comes a question, and why not a civil suit? And if civil suit is to be preferred over arbitration, then why? So generally disputes are always there in any business. It can be between the partners, employer, employee, traders. It can be between the customer and the business. So they have to be resolved, because the longer the resolution time, the more difficult it becomes to do the business. So for ease of doing business, arbitration has to be adopted. Why? Number one, the reason is pendency of cases. If you go to the court, an average civil commercial suit takes 5 to 6 years to dispose. And I am not talking about the time period which is required to file an appeal. There are 1.65 lakh cases pending in individual high courts of this country. More than 2.6 crore cases are pending in the subordinate judiciary. There is a huge vacancy of judges which is not being filled. Even the requirement of judges is 50 judges per million in our population, but we have only 20 judges per million, which is also reducing with the time if the appointments are not being done. So Arbitration and Conciliation Act, it has three different modes of dispute resolution: conciliation, mediation and arbitration. The earlier act, which was in the 1940, didn't have mediation and conciliation. It only had arbitration, and that too was a complicated one with more interference from the courts. So the present act gives a legal recognition to the process of conciliation and mediation also. Conciliation means when parties sit together and decide on their disputes and resolve them, conciliate. Mediation is when someone third party is involved, but third party is not a judge, is not going to decide anything between them. That third party is going to only push them to a settlement. Whereas arbitration is actually an adversarial form of litigation where parties contest their claim against each other, and a person who is an arbitrator acting as a judge has to give an award, and that award is final. Now, in 2015, few amendments have been made to Arbitration and Conciliation Act, where the process of arbitration has been given a time limit. Section 29A has been introduced, which says that an arbitration has to be completed within the period of 12 months from when the arbitration proceeding started. And if they are not completed, it can be extended further for a period of 6 months only. But if then also it is not completed, then the arbitrator loses the mandate and it has to end. Another beautiful provision which has been introduced is Section 29B, which talks about fast track arbitration. As you all are aware, and if you are not aware, then Arbitration Act does away with the niceties of Civil Procedure Code and Evidence Act. It leaves it upon the parties and the arbitrator to decide the process and what should be the evidence and how it has to be dealt with. Section 29B again does away with the hearings and production of oral evidence and other details, and it only relies upon the affidavits filed by the parties and the documents produced by the parties. The arbitrator has to just decide the case on the basis of that. Even oral arguments are not required to be done unless it is requested by the arbitrator. And in that, arbitrator has to decide the dispute within 6 months of entering upon the dispute. Therefore, with these changes being brought in, the Arbitration and Conciliation Act became a faster way of dispute resolution. Another best part is that Arbitration and Conciliation Act has also made certain amendments have also been made in 2015 where the challenge to the award has been made difficult, because earlier when a party had an award against it would go to the district court and get it stayed by simply filing an application of challenge to the award, and that would take again years to be decided. But now, if it's a money decree, award has to be stayed specifically after an application made for that purpose, and that application has to be decided as if it's an application against the money decree, and therefore the precondition of deposits would come into play. So parties cannot simply challenge the award and get the stay. It has to be specifically pleaded, and that stay would only be granted after fulfillment of certain conditions. It will never be an ordinary stay. So these are the things which have made Arbitration and Conciliation Act very attractive as a form of alternative dispute resolution mechanism. It's a code in itself, and therefore all businesses should now consider it as a primary dispute resolution mechanism, instead of simply mentioning in their invoices that jurisdiction of Ahmedabad courts or so and so courts. They should have their contracts, their invoices and everything amended in a manner that disputes are referred to arbitration. Certain market associations I have observed have already these mechanisms, that any dispute between the parties which are members of that association, they cannot go to court. They have to resolve their disputes through arbitration. And now with amendments in Arbitration and Conciliation Act, it becomes even more better way of doing it. The chambers of commerce, there are institutions which provide arbitration services. Certain offices of lawyers are totally dedicated to arbitration work. So this is the way forward for the businesses. And as I said earlier, civil suits may take 5 years, 6 years to be decided, and then still there are appeals and appeals against the appeals which are to be decided. So the businesses with the intention to way forward have to consider arbitration and should make necessary changes in their draft and formats and contracts, where they have to include this provision so as to avoid delays in resolution of disputes, because it is not the disputes which kill the business. These are the delays which are in resolution of disputes that cause the business to die. So I would come up with another episode very soon. I hope you enjoyed understanding it in a simple language, and I will try to make it more simpler and simpler with every episode on other issues also. It is my intention that laws should be understood by a common man, so that everyone takes them on themselves to understand the laws and to utilize them as and when required, because it is not the not having knowledge, but it's the total complete ignorance that makes it difficult for people to understand the law. So thank you. Keep following us on Twitter, Facebook. Our page is Juneja Legal. We have a channel on YouTube in the name of Juneja Legal. You can also subscribe to that, and keep listening to us. Thank you very much. Good night.